It Begins in Bethlehem by Kohimarama Presbyterian Young Church, 2021.
A woman called Mary was doing her chores when an angel arrived, but not through the doors. He simply appeared and she dropped to the floor.
Hello, Mary,
he said.
God is with you.
God is with me, she wondered. But what does that mean? What is this all about? Is this some kind of dream? The angel just smiled.
Don't be scared. Please don't scream. God is happy with you, and He'll bless you.
God knocks down the proud and lifts up the meek, and does mighty things for those who are weak. He blesses the ones whose Sabbath He seeks. So sing out His praise. He is amazing.
You will soon have a baby, a quite special baby, called Jesus, God's Son. The hero of King David. He will sit on His throne, and His kingdom will last forever.
But how?
Mary asked.
I don't understand. I'm engaged to be wed, but he's not yet my man.
Trust God,
Said the angel.
He's got it all planned. His spirit will come upon you.
Mary said,
God knocks down the proud and lifts up the meek, and does mighty things for those who are weak, and blesses the ones whose service he seeks. So sing out His praise. He's amazing!
The angel wasn't done.
God's own holy son is the child you will bear. Impossible? No. Your cousin would swear that she can't have a baby. The proof is right there. She's expecting a son. Go and see her. There's nothing that God cannot do, don't you see?
Well then,
Mary nodded.
please do that for me. This impossible thing. His servant I'll be.
Then the angel waved
Bye.
and he left her.
All night Joseph tossed. All night Joseph turned. He could not get to sleep, for he only just learned that Mary was pregnant, and what's more, she confirmed that the baby she bore was not his.
Joseph, don't worry. Joseph, don't weep. Lay down your head and go back to sleep. Mary's been faithful, her love strong and deep, and her baby is God's own son.
She had told him this tale, an angelic visit, a son to be born by God's Holy Spirit. The more she went on, the less he believed it. He wanted to break their engagement. But just as sleep came, that angel appeared. Don't worry, he said, there's nothing to fear. I know that you're troubled, so you need to hear that Mary is telling the truth. The baby she bears is God's holy son. Call him Jesus, for he is the one God promised to send to save everyone. Emmanuel, God is with us.
He's the answer to all the prophets have said. So keep your engagement, be glad and be wed. And when Joseph woke up, that's what he did. He took Mary to be his wife. Joseph, don't worry, Joseph, don't weep. Lay down your head and go back to sleep. Mary's been faithful, her love deep and strong, and her baby is God's own son.
Shepherds lying on a hill, the night was silent, all was still. They watched their flock of grazing sheep and tried hard not to fall asleep. Ba, ba, ba. When bright and white an angel came to light the night, a fiery flame. The shepherds trembled where they lay. The angel said, "Don't be afraid. Sing praise to God and give Him glory. Celebrate His wondrous story of love and joy and peace to men, for it begins in Bethlehem."
The news is good, the news I bring. Good news, tell it, you may can leap and sing. Good news for people everywhere. Good news of joy for all to share. Good news for God who keeps his word and sent his Savior Christ the Lord. The one he promised he would send is born us in this day of Bethlehem. And this will be a sign for you. This is how you know it's true. You'll find a baby wrapped in cloth, sleeping in a cattle trough. The angel then was joined my mom.
6 and 12 and 24, and then too many more to number. A heaven choir, loud as thunder. And so the angels left that place, just like they'd come, without a trace, except for all they sang and said, which echoed in the shepherds' heads.
Let's go to Bethlehem and see.
The shepherds all as one agreed. They found the baby where he lay, asleep upon a bed of hay.
They told them what the angel said. Then Mary smiled and raised her head. A secret hid there in her eyes, for she was not one bit surprised. So back they went to the sheeping hill, no longer silent, hardly still, but singing loud like angels bright. All of that they'd seen that night. Sing praise to God and give him glory. Celebrate his wondrous story of love, joy, and peace to men. For it all begins in Bethlehem.
The star watchers watched the stars go by, looking for secrets in the sky. And then they saw a special star, away in the west, away off far.
A king's been born. That's what it means. Judea way or so it seems.
They climbed aboard their camely beasts and set off west from their homes back east. 1 hump, 2 humps, lumpety lump, the star watchers went with bump and a thump. 1 hump, 2 hums, lumpety lump, the star watchers followed the star.
At last the journey came to an end. They packed the camels and jostled them. Then they went to Herod, king of the nation, to ask him for some information. O king, somewhere around here on the starry night, a brand new baby king abides. Can you tell us where this child resides? A worried look crossed Herod's face, as he had no plans to be replaced. So he asked his priests if they could tell where this brand new baby king would dwell.
The priests all answered straight away.
Bethlehem is what the prophets say.
Then Herod thought an evil thing.
I think I need to meet this king. Star Watchers friends.
King Herod smiled.
In Bethlehem you'll find the child. Would you tell me where to find him, please? The exact address would put my mind at ease.
Herod, of course, told them a lie. He already planned for the child to die. When he found the boy, that's what he'd do. So the Star Watchers left without a clue.
A shining star led them to the place, a simple house, not some fancy place. And when they saw the little boy, they gave him a pile of special toys. Presents rather fit for a king, a bunch of shiny golden things, a spice called myrrh, a sort of perfume, while smelly frankincense filled the room. Then in the night they had a dream that showed them heralds every evil scheme. They never said where the boy's house lay, but went straight home by another way. 1 hump, 2 humps, lumpety lump. The Star Watchers went with a bump and a thump. 1 hump, 2 humps, lumpety lump. The Star Watchers followed the star.
A present for you. So what is the point of angels and shepherds and camels and stars, you say? Is it just a nice story to tell the children to celebrate Christmas Day? It's not just a story, it's not just for kids. It's the hinge on which history swings. That Bethlehem baby grew into a man who challenged all powers and kings.
He taught us that love is better than hate, that serving beats being in charge. He showed us the value of each human life, the little as well as the large. And then, on a cross, he died for us, died to take all of our wrongs away. And then, 3 days later, right out of his tomb, to turn death's dark night to day. And that is the good news the angels proclaimed the heart of all Jesus would do. A new life for now, a new life forever. That's his Christmas present to you.
Merry Christmas!
Happy Christmas, everybody!
Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!